I've been pondering exactly what it is that the world is missing. The answer wasn't quick in coming, but the penny's now dropped and I know what it is. The world is missing the benefit of my daily thoughts and ponderings. So, in an effort to fill this chasm, you are the lucky first to be assaulted by these precious insights. Today outside it's another grey and windy day in midsummer in England. Why on earth do we expect anything else? If the English are good at one thing, and in my opinion that might be just pushing the boat out a bit, it's that we are ever optimistic and expect far too much from an English summer. Somewhere this complacency and optimism set in during the one or two pleasant summers we had only recently. Add to that the notion implanted by the climate change Gestapo that we were to be burnt to a crisp every year, no matter what, and the place would look like the Gobi Desert. I suppose then we know where the idea came from. But it's not really too bad outside. You can play cricket, you can play golf, and in weather like this it's absolutely ideal for rioting. It's not too much to say that loads and loads of people have been having a riotous time. It's not that it hasn't rained on them, it hasn't, but it hasn't really policed on them either. Not in the sense that perhaps you and I expect the police will behave towards rioters. And when things catch fire, well, they just burn because, poor dears, we wouldn't want the fire service to go anywhere near any trouble, would we? One can't help wondering what on earth would have happened in the Blitz if we had today's firefighters then. Presumably London would have just been burnt to the ground on the first night. The only sad part is that if the rioters, bless their hearts, were hit by plastic bullets or, perish the thought, real bullets or even policemen's truncheons, which of course they're not, then the poor dears would have to lie dying in the street because the ambulance service couldn't go anywhere near them either, could they? Health and safety. Had the moths not already consumed more than 90% of my balaclava helmet, I too would be investing in one or two new flat-screen televisions, iPhones and goodness knows what else. I might even, like some women, have stopped to try on a pair of trainers before looting them. Of all the people in positions of responsibility who we, poor naive souls, look for to get hold of the situation to put it all right, I can't think of an adequate description of the human Boris Johnson, if that's what he is. The buffoon of a mayor seems incapable of being anything other than exactly what he appears to be. The man has neither judgment nor the common touch. He aspires to be a great intellect, but I can't see any evidence of it. One wonders if the person who said of him that he would stand on his mother's coffin to see an inch higher might just be correct. Still, there's always a silver lining. We'll be able to sit and roar with laughter while the left-wing politicians and similar idiots tell us that this sort of totally inexcusable anarchy is the result of just 1 year's government by the coalition. Ho hum.